Hey, what's up, guys? So I've seen a few people asking about grading submissions and how to fill out the form and all that. So I figured I'd just throw my 2 cents in there as to how I do it. Not saying it's like the very best way to do it or it's the perfect method, but I've had success with it. So start off with your submission form. You can just print this off from Beckett. Whenever you go to fill it out, this right here is your ship to information. That's going to be all of your information: your name, your address, city, state, phone number. Make sure you get your correct email in there because they will be sending you emails updating you as the grading process goes through. This right here, this is how you want the card shipped back to you. I'll show you on the next page. There's a chart right here where you can select how you want the card shipped back to you and the price. So I'm just doing ground service. So that's going to be $22. So up here, I'm going to select ground. This grade out area over here, don't fill out anything there. Up here you can put your name. I always leave the account number blank because I don't really like to have an account with them. I like for them to think like every time I submit a submission, that's my first time submitting it. I've heard theories that like you can get better grades that way. I mean, just theories and rumors. But yeah, so I leave account number blank, but I do put my name up there. Down here, pretty self-explanatory. You just fill this out. The sport, basketball, quantity 1, year 2019-20, mosaic. Whenever you fill out this spot, if it's like a numbered card, don't go putting like mosaic 1 of 99 or whatever. Just do what it says. Just put the set name. Your card number, your player, and the declared value. I just use eBay comps roughly. Next box down here, a lot of people forget to do this part, and from what I've heard, it can mess up like the whole grading process. Do not forget to check this box up here. Right there. So then we go to down here. Down here, you're going to select your turnaround time. So for this sample, I'm going to do 10 days, and I'm going to do $35 a card. You can do it with no subgrades, but I mean, I don't know. Cards look kind of stupid without subgrades, in my opinion. Like, I'll show you an example real quick. Here's one I submitted with subgrades, and here's one from Panini and Case that I pulled that doesn't have subgrades because Panini is a bunch of cheap asses and they wouldn't even pay the extra few bucks to get subgrades on them. So you can just see it looks nicer with the subgrades and it tells you a little more detail about the card. So yeah. So once you fill that box out, you're going to go over here. So you're going to do total number of cards is 1. Our grading fee, we're going to revert back over to this box. $35 for 10 days. We're going to put in $35. Next line says to multiply the two. So $35 again. We don't have an autograph. It's not oversized. So for your return insurance, it says see the table, which you'll find on the second page down here. Right there. And just use that table to figure out how much your insurance is going to be. And then you return postage. Back to the postage table. I'm doing ground shipping for one card, so it's going to be $22, which is kind of outrageous, I think, but that's what they charge. And then you just put your subtotal in, fill out your payment options, and then down here you're going to sign and date, and then that's pretty much good to go as far as the forms go. So as far as packaging your card, the way I normally do it, I get it all cleaned up nice. I usually put a little sticky tab on here, just so once it gets to the grader, it's just like easier from the pull on to pull the card out. Because yeah, these sleeves are kind of a pain in the ass. But these are the preferred sleeves from what I've heard that they like to receive them in for grading. And then once I got that all ready, we just take a little cardboard. Well, first I normally put it in a team bag just to give it a little extra protection. Cardboard her up. I'm not going to fully tape it all up and make it all pretty because this is just a sample. I'm not actually submitting this. And then I go with a little bit of bubble wrap action. And Obviously that would all get taped together and all that normally. So then you're going to take, I like to use the little priority boxes from the post office. And I usually wrap the submission form around the card. Like so. And make sure this is the address up here at the top of the submission form that you're going to be shipping the card to. So make sure you have that address on hand whenever you go to fill out your box. Yeah. So then I'll just fill out the old from and to lines, take it to the post office, make sure they give me tracking on it, make sure I put insurance on it. So once all that's out, after that I'll sit there and I'll keep an eye on the tracking. And so normally once Beckett receives it, according to the tracking, about 2 to 3 days later you'll get an email from them saying, hey, we received your card. And then normally about a day after you get that email, then they're going to charge your account from your payment option you put down, where you'll see the money come out of your account. So once they're done grading it, here's the tricky part. They're going to send you an email. As soon as you open that email, it's going to show you exactly what your card graded for, and it's going to give you the tracking information for it being shipped back to you. So if you don't want to know what your card graded before you actually get your card shipped back to you, don't open that email, because it's like right there as soon as you open the email, so it kind of ruins the surprise. And also in that email, they send you a link. And if you click on the link, it takes you over so you can see like exactly how your card graded. So right here, here's the serial number from it getting graded, and you can click on that. And then it gives you all the subgrades, how it graded, and it even gives you the pop report. So, yep, that's pretty much how I do it. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of ways I can improve my method, but it's always worked for me. Thanks.